Welcome everyone, Commander Aloysius Black here. This is going to be a stream on hacking installations for data. Not necessarily a new thing in game, but something that I've been enjoying recently, having been exploring, interacting with various settlements and stations in the game. So let's get down to it. We'll have a look at a build in game. This is straight from Commander Exigeous, it has to be, I have to confess. So I've been using the Diamondback Scout, one of the coldest running ships in the game, if not the coldest running ship in the game, which is fairly important, as you will see when we go and start hacking the installation. So we'll take a look at the build, and we don't want this shipyard, we want outfitting. Error number 1 for my first live stream. So, have a look at the build. No need for any hard points. Utilities, we've just got a heatsink on there. I've engineered it, you don't need to, you could put a second lot on. Don't necessarily need them with the Scout, you could do it in another ship, you might need more heatsinks. It's about enabling a bit more time in silent running. The core internals are fairly basic. I've engineered a couple of things again to improve the thermals, but don't need to worry too much about that. You can do this with a stock Scout. Got a basic generator distributor on there. You can do this fairly cheaply. Optional internals. We've got a fuel scoop, and then we've got cargo space for limpets. The all-important recon limpet controller for hacking the installation. Docking computer's optional. And that's about it. We'll just grab some limpets. And then we'll take a little trip out to an installation and show the process. Just grab a few.
6 limpets added to our cargo hold.
We'll launch. Should be said, I'm in no way a professional streamer. This is all done with completely amateur equipment. I don't have a green screen behind me. You can see cupboards behind.
Full control re-established.
And I only have my crappy little Sennheiser headset here. No lighting as such, so please excuse me. This is all new to me. And if you want to post constructive criticism, that would be absolutely fine. So let's pick an installation to go to. Let's try Greenlock Meadows. That'll be fine. We'll see the cruise.
And you're clear. Flight control signing off.
3, 2, 1, engage.
Jump to Super Cruise.
I've not seen any way saying that this is the best way to get data. It's just a different way to get some data. It's never going to rival the Crash Cobra, but if you fancy a change from sitting and scanning a ship or the data points around a crashed ship, then this is a pretty good way to do that. And I just like the look of the installations. They're pretty interesting things to fly around, and it's kind of fun. I've been playing around with trying to interact with things in game a little bit more. I've been doing some ground assaults on some of the bases and things like that. Pretty good missions to do. I've not tried pirating one of these things yet for cargo. I don't think the rewards are particularly good from what I've heard on the internet, but I will be giving it a go for myself at some point, because it's not about making money for me, it's about having fun. get something out of it. So we're stuck in a bit of a gravity well here. Hopefully the supercruise will spin up to a decent speed at some point, and I'll try not to embarrass myself by doing a tactical pass. This is a re-recording of a stream that I tried live, which went horribly wrong from the start. So this is a straight recording of me doing it without an audience. The first one, like I say, went a bit wrong in that it didn't record my voice, which is a pretty important part. 7 seconds. Drop down on that throttle. Should also be said there's a ticker at the bottom for Pixel Bandit Security Force. That's who I fly with. This video is not affiliated with them in any way. It's just a little bit of advertising from me, really. These are my views, not the views of the entire faction. Here we go. We're at the
Midvic has left
installation.
supercruise close to star 17
That's
signal.
quite nice. Sort of agricultural facility, maybe? Greenlock Meadows. First thing we need to do is target the installation and use the data link scanner to get a scan, which we'll do some sort of really cool animation-y type thing. There we go. When it's complete. Doing the data link scan will, as we get closer, it will reveal some extra things on there, including, in this case, what we want, a hackable data transmitter. So we'll head on over to the transmitter. Flying around these using the lateral thrusters. Nice way to get around. And you need to get in quite close on these things. The next stage is to scan the transmitter with the data link scanner. This will, in turn, reveal a sub-target, which is the limpet docking port. Now this is where the stealthy part comes in. If you don't go cold here when you launch the recon limpet, you're going to get a fine or a bounty. So the process is to enable silent running.
Silent running.
Fire the limpet.
Programming limpet drone.
Now once the limpet is attached, you could disable silent running if you wanted to, if your ship's getting warm quickly. But you need to keep an eye on the hacking icon because you need to re-enable silent running before the limpet detaches, otherwise you're still going to get a fine or a bounty. If you start getting a little bit warm, you can always pop a heatsink. There we go. My data's quite full at the moment, but I did get something out of that, which is some divergent scan data. And that, commanders, is how to hack an installation. This is Commander Aloysius Black, signing out. 07.